Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video on my channel, and today we're going to talk about how to double key and drop high kill games. And to do so, I'm going to try a different style of content in this video, and actually VOD review a high kill solo arena game I got. And I will try my best to explain every little detail I do to win my fights, so that you guys can learn and apply these tips into your own game, and hopefully become a successful W here. Now let's get into the video. With beaming this guy and just getting the kill from that right away, so I have a lot of extra mats. Then I see another guy dropping down there to my right. I know those two are fighting, so that's why I turn around. I know they're distracted and I have time to loot this kill. So I just go for this really quick. Then I stay. One really important part is I stay on higher elevation. I don't jump in until I see that guy dying. Because right here I have a free layer of height that they can't really counter me. So right here what I do is I just chase this guy. The reason why I'm going so close is usually you'd want to do a right hand peek, like place a wall to my left, and then from there on, I just like pickaxe swing from the right side. But the reason why I'm not doing that is because I know that guy just finished the fight, and even if he has max HP, he still has his guns not reloaded, or he's just like distracted from that fight. So you don't always have to use HP as your like leverage in fights. There can be like other things like such as an end game if they're like spraying. That's one of the weaknesses is if you're focused on someone and you're just hard spraying, then you don't notice anything. So in the background, if you just surprise them, then that you can use that as your leverage, and all of a sudden you become the aggressor in the fight, and that allows you to play reactive or proactively instead of reactively. And when the enemy plays reactively, they have to react to you. So I just get the kill. I get really beamed here, so my priority right now is just to expand and get these heals off. So I make 2 boxes here. The reason why I was holding the angle for a bit is so I could get some HP advantage. That was actually a left-hand peek from his angle right there. If I can go a little back. So right here, he has to push that wall. So from his angle, he has to physically move to the left in order to see me. And if I'm just holding this angle with an SMG, I get a free beam. So that's why for like half a second I was holding before healing. And another thing I do to play defensively is I double edit this, like use both a cone and a wall instead of just a wall. Because in this season, you can easily just get sprayed through every build. So you really want to place as much. If possible, if they're above you, you should make like a 3-layer protection, like cone, floor, and ramp. But since he's diagonal to me, I have to use like wall and cone. So here I get heal off. I know that guy's probably max HP, so I don't want to hard push in yet. So that's why I crouch walk. I get the sneak shot. I know he's cracked. So now what's going through my mind is I need to get in this guy's box since I have a 50 HP advantage. Anything I'd say over like 50, that's when you want to hard like jump into the box. Anything before that, you kind of want to use it as how close you can get to your opponent. If you have a negative HP advantage, like they have more HP advantage against you, you want to go distance yourself. If it's neutral, stay 1 to 2 boxes away from them and just keep on spraying. Then your leverage is probably just going height. And then what I like to call the high ground chip is you just go up high ground and then you just keep on going for like side jump shots on them or just spray them. You want to like slowly chip damage them and make them cracked or like 50 HP. Then you want to use that to push. Right here, I just crack him and I used to get the kill. In this fight, I see this guy is healing, so I know he's low. So I start to crash walk up, but then I notice that there's a third party behind me. So all of a sudden, I have to just full on fight this guy. So what I would have done if this wasn't a blimp and it's restricted space is I would have camped up height and I would have let those two fight each other, and then I just use the high ground chip and touch you guys before and just camp up height and then spray specifically the guy who's being the aggressor. So that way he doesn't snatch the kill from me, and I could like pressure them both at the same time. So there isn't one clear winner that I must stay away from who can steal my kill from me. But since there's this blimp here, I kind of have to just hard key this guy. I can't really do much, especially since he's low already. Right now he has no shield. He can't place these 2 walls here. All he can place is the bottom ramp. And then here, he's probably going to place that before me, so I'm just focusing on the top build. Just take that, then I kill him. So right now I heard that guy using zipline from bottom side, so I know I have a bit more time to loot up, so that's why I'm being a bit sloppy on this and not building right away. And now I'm just waiting for this guy to make a move. I'm reloading. He misses a shot, so I know he's here, and right now I have no HP advantage on him. So I'm just trying to play a bit back and like camp up on height, try to go for some sort of tag. So right now, since I have no HP advantage, and there's all these old builds that I don't own, I try to make like new space and go outside the blimp and try to go for chip damage on him there. So instead of actually running, I make him think I'm actually running, but I land up here. He can't really hear much. All you can hear is my glider popping. So he doesn't know if I fully dipped or not. So right now I'm just waiting for this guy to key me. Right now I hit him about 30. I hit him again. So that's 50 HP advantage. Anything 50 or above, that's when you want to hard key into their box. So at this point, my goal right now is just to get in his box. So that's what I'm doing right now. What I should have done is I should have like counterpiece controlled everything, like spam floors all over. But since I'm just hard focused on keying, I made a bad play and completely ignored that, and he gets a shot on me for free. So right now, he has a 50 HP advantage on me since I only hit him for 50. He hits me for 100. So right now, I want to either go, like just what I'm doing right now, I want to go up towards a higher layer and then just keep on chipping him, or I could just go back and heal. But since right here I don't have as much mats to like keep on boxing behind me, what I just do is I go for a chip damage. Since I already have height on him, I can go for better angles on him. So right now I crack him. So I'm just trying to get him into my box. Right now we're about the same HP, but he makes a mistake of going through my builds instead of box fighting me. Since we're the same HP, you shouldn't like hard key that. So since we're like the same HP, I just get a kill on them. Alright, to begin this fight, I'm just pressuring this guy who's getting lobby focus right now, so there's actually a low chance for me getting this kill, so I just get it stolen since there's like 3 other kids looking at him. So right now, like I said, you want to beam the aggressor, not the defender. So right now, he just got the kill, he finished the fight, he's reloading, and instead of beaming that guy, I want to beam this guy, because if the aggressor sees me shooting at him, he could easily either key me, or he could steal that kill. So it's actually better for me to get them both low, so they both heal, and I can just focus one guy. Instead of one guy being like a one tap and the other guy being max HP who could easily threaten me or steal that kill from me. So I shoot that guy. Right now, he's obviously brain dead. So from his body language that he's like hard keying this guy, I can tell that he probably had a beam earlier on that I didn't see. So right now, I know that this guy is one tap. The guy who's boxed up is one tap. So I just try to get this guy off him so I can get the kill. Kind of piece. I end up dropping down. So originally I tried to just stay up high and beam him since I am also low. But then I see a third party. So like I said, you can use that as your leverage in fighting. You don't always have to have HP. If they're distracted, they're probably not going to be focused on you 99% of the time. So you could just use that as your leverage. I make a wide edit, which is adjustable since they're distracted. They probably won't beam me. So do that. I know from that guy's body language, I know he's definitely super low, like at least whited. So right now, instead of reloading, I just go for this guy. I realized there's an SMG on the floor when my SMG just has like no ammo left, so I just go for that right away real quick. And I just continue to spray him. So right now what's in my mind is I want to get into his box as fast as possible without him popping a single mini. So right now I just go for tags on him. Go from behind him. And then right now I just hard key him since I know that he's low. My shotgun doesn't have ammo, so that almost threw me, but fortunately I killed him. So to start off this fight, I originally got this guy super low, but then he just fully armored wall, like armored wall every single angle, and now he's max HP. So basically we're the same exact HP now. I stand in this box that I have control of like these 2 walls in the floor, so even if he like rams me, I can easily just drop down. Also I have this wall, so if he cones me, I can just escape. So this is justified for me at least. So right now on this last pickaxe swing, I don't immediately pickaxe since that isn't like one tappable for him. Since a pickaxe only does 75 damage, usually to armor builds. If it's not like the critical shot, if it's just like a normal pickaxe swing, he has to swing twice in a row, so I can just hold. So right now, I'm just trying to like juke him out, and I'm just trying to play this like slow. So I wait like 5 seconds, and then eventually, I just get it, double edit, And now since he's surprised, I just go for it. Since there's no other way of keying him, I have to just full on rush him. Since he's surprised right now, I use that as my leverage. I don't always use HP as it. Right now, I just clean up this kill right away. I know it's one guy gliding behind me, so I just make some space real quick. So in case he sprays me, I have all these builds. But right now, it's kind of a stalemate. I'm guessing he's max HP. You always want to assume that when you're keying someone, or when you're getting keyed, you should always assume they're max HP. So you want to play it smart. So right now, I tax sprint, I get height. So right now, I'm doing the high ground chip. I'm just camping height and trying to get chip damage on him. And now right now, I cracked him. So right now, you want to start to push up, and I just won't pump him. I just played out HP advantage and high ground chip there. His next skill, he's all the way across the map, so I just get some tags on him, then I launch pad. So I try to land as high up as possible. I land on this like side edge of the wall. If you didn't know that, you can actually glide and land on like the side edges of walls in case you want to just glide as fast as possible just to get the shot off earlier. So right here I crack him by doing that. So now he's super low, so right now I just want to get in his box. Use that as my advantage over him. One common thing you'll see me doing in every single fight is that I'm always like constantly in fights looking for leverages. Like every single fight I get, I'm always thinking of how can I get leverage over this one guy before he gets leverage over me. Right now I just keep on spraying. I don't reload since this guy's probably going to be focused on healing rather than like blocking off his back, so I just go for this. I originally tried to pickaxe him, but then I just realized it's not worth it, so I just clone him and then SMB him to death. Alright, so in the beginning of this fight, I'm just looking for someone. I get shot at. He misses all his shots though, so I don't have to play defensively. I hide behind this tree so I can get the first shot of him since there's a delay from like swapping from your builds to your shotgun. Unless he does like a really, really good peek, like from the bottom here, I can just get free damage off him, so I just camp in here. So right now I'm just shooting him down, trying to get him in the open so I can just shotgun him. Doesn't work out. So now with that we're the same exact HP advantage. I have two options right now. I can either box up and wait for him to drop down to me and then I claim height, or I can just PG him right here. The reason why I choose to PG is because I know there's like 10 other kids right next to me. I'm all the way like back zone, and zone's like in 50 seconds, so I have to finish this fight quick. So let's put this in slow-mo. One really good move I do here, you want to do this a lot in your fights, is no one will expect this. Play that back again. So what I do is I do a floor cone, but instead of editing and letting them have like a free shot, I just clamber over it. So this allows me to like, catch him off guard. I place a cone here, and I know he's getting sprayed from the right, so I have to like box over him. Or a smarter play would have been just to go left and beam him from the left. So now he can't go up because of this cone. He's getting sprayed from the right, and I'm focusing from the left. So all he can go is down. And if he goes down, that gives me the ability to do my like high ground chip playstyle. So right now I have to assume he's max HP. The reason why I just go up here, I stand back here, like by these like edited builds. So even if he full pieces me, all I can really take is this wall, I guess. I have like a free escape. I 99% of the time they won't have the mechanics to reset like all three of these builds that fast. So I just go forward. You see me looking to this wall right here. I try to escape and then get like a better angle. But since he just shoots me, he's a free target right now since he's midair. And I just go for this scene click. Crack him, then I just spray him to death. I get that kill instantly. And now I just finish that kill. Next, I'm trying to get a shot from that guy, so I launch pad. But I see this guy, he's actually closer. So one really big thing about leverage is it's like 10 times easier to find leverage against someone who's unaware of you, just like this kid compared to that kid. So that's why I choose to fight this guy instead of him all the way here, since he's not looking at me right now. So it's like 10 times easier to get leverage on this guy than the other guy. Because if he knows I'm gliding towards him, he's probably gonna beam me, and I'm gonna have to like waste like a whole minute just healing up and trying not to get shot at. So right now I start off this fight like 10 HP advantage. I use this really good pickaxe angle. If possible, this should be your only ever pickaxe swing angle. Like if you play it correctly in every single fight, this should be your like only pickaxe angle, since if you diagonal box fight, then like any good player, they will just like crank up height and then play the high ground chip against you. So you you want to try to like have early high ground on that guy. So even if you like diagonal fight him like you're doing right now, he can't get high on you that easily since you're like already one layer above him. Plus, it's like 10 times harder to go for a shot. For him to like actually like, fully see you and do like decent damage, not just him shooting your foot, and he'd have to be like all the way up towards this wall. So that's a lot easier. Really good angle. I should learn. So right now I'm just spraying him. The reason why I push down is because he's probably not gonna have his shotgun out right away. He's probably just gonna be turbo building these the ramp. So I just instantly place a cone and I expect to get the ramp because I don't really have anything to lose. Because even if he gets the ramp, I can just clamber back up, and it takes time for him to like edit the build and confirm it. And by that time, I'll probably be all the way up. So I don't really have anything to lose. He's unaware, so it's a really free kill right now. Instantly after I get the kill, I block off my back so I can't get sprayed from any of these angles right here. I just instantly block off my back. One thing you want to master when be king. See, that guy would have just beamed me if I didn't block off my back. So right here, I see this guy. He has height over me right now, so I just want to try to get some sort of advantage. He hits me for 20. 20 isn't really that much. You only want to like fully play defensively if it's like 50 HP or more. So right now, that's 20. That's not too much. I get high on this guy. I cone him. He ends up getting high on me. This ends up being like a really, really long, drawn-out PG. So he keeps on getting like chip damage on me. I try to get chip damage back, but right now I'm just healing. Somehow stay alive. Armored wall that. I expand. I make sure to get front side. So I just side jump and I try to take height. I end up getting height, so instead of keying him, he's probably like max HP or he took like some storm damage, but I have really low like whites, so I need to heal up. Right now he just goes, like he keeps on cranking for height. So my priority there is just to keep height, because that's like the only safe area you can heal up from. Because potentially, he can just do the angle I showed before in that one fight. He can just keep on like pressuring you from above. So you can't really do anything if you have low ground, especially if you're trying to heal. So that's why I just stress the fact that you need to claim height for healing. Always if possible, you want to heal while at height. That's 10 times better. In this fight, this guy's unaware of me. I don't really have an AR here, so I try to get a better angle so I can just easily beat him right now. So I move to my left. I don't see him, so right now I'm just trying to go for height. So I see him just like escaping. So one thing you can do is you can dictate how you play in a fight by the body language your opponent's making. If you if the opponent seems like they're playing really bad, then you can actually play a bit more sloppy and just just jump into their box right away. Just end the fight really fast, because time is everything, especially when you're W keying. You don't want to get third parties, so if you can end your fights as fast as possible, is good. Uh, Also one thing, you can't really judge how good your opponents are just by like the way they're playing. Like, oh, I think this guy's bad, so I'm just gonna hard rush him. You gotta actually like have some sort of like evidence. So right now, this guy's making like a wood 1x1, and he's just holding. He's not even expanding or doing anything. So right now I can just tell he's bad player. So I just try to jump in, even though I only have like 50, like, or not even 50, like literally 20 HP advantage on him. I just keep on jumping up. Now that he shot me back, I have no HP advantage on him, but all he's doing is holding. He's not trying to edit out. He's not trying to do anything. So there are three options what you can do whenever you're getting sprayed at. You can either hold, you can either edit on them, or you can expand out. I usually prefer to expand out because you have like extra space to play around, and you can turn it into more of a box play. And then if they're just hard keying you, then you just claim high and do high ground chip on them. It's like that sort of cycle over and over again. But if you want to make a shot, you need to have more space than this, because even if he makes like a window peek, I can still just spray him. And the third option is holding. You never want to hold, because the other two spot. Okay, so what? Let me explain this better. What expanding does, it gives you more space. It's not neutral. You're gaining and he's losing. Since you're expanding, he's just wasting ammo and he won't shoot you if you're like expanding correctly, like if you're placing builds to your behind you, and if you're moving the opposite way. Because right now, since I'm here, if he wants to expand, he should just like move straight, like straight behind him. He shouldn't go left or right, because if I want to spray him, what I had to do is I have to go left and then spray him. Like I have to either move left and then pressure him, or I have to move right and then pressure him. But if you move left or right, I like a free shot on him. So you always want to expand the complete opposite way the enemy is from you. So for example, if imagine this tree was my enemy, right? And then I'm trying to expand, I expand this way, the completely like opposite from them, so they have to move as much as possible. I don't want to expand to my left since he's right here already. All he does is spray. I don't want to expand to my right. I want to expand behind me. So expanding this is your opponent's actually losing something and you're gaining something. That's why I usually like this the best. Or if your opponent's like by their body language, the whole entire fight, all they've been doing is just spraying you mindlessly. They haven't been taking counter piece control. They haven't been doing anything. Then you can go for like a shot on them. This is probably the most rewarding because you gain an HP advantage back and then you can shoot them back, but this is also the most risky since if they play it correctly, they can just take out their shotgun, they can one pump B, then you're even more one tap. But the worst option is holding, because holding, what it does is two things. Either you hold the wall, which does nothing, like you're both neutral. You never want to be neutral. You're not gaining space, you're not getting HP advantage, you're not getting anything. It's literally just staying neutral. Or they get the wall. And if the opponent gets the wall, then he had this on you and you're dead. So never hold. You always want to either expand the opposite direction, which is probably the better option, or you want to make like a window edit or like any smart edit on them. Right now, by his body language, I can tell he's not playing this straight. So I just counter piece control and just finish this fight really quick. So see, we big like in this fight. I see this guy. He's trying to like hide behind this rock. He thinks I don't see him, so I just short pad to get close as fast as possible. And already, I start this fight with an HP advantage. It's like around 50, so right now I just want to hard key in. Luckily, I hit the one pump. If in another dimension, if I didn't hit that pump, I would have died there. So it really, the W key, like the two most things you want to prioritize is like ability, like information processing, ability to judge when to play aggressive, when to play defensive, and aim. You really, in my opinion at least, you really don't need piece control. If you play it correctly, and if you just purely spray at the correct times and expand hours the correct times, you never have to piece control them. You could just literally just kill them from side jumps and high ground chips. That's all you need. So I don't believe, in my opinion, that piece control is that necessary. All you need is aim and good decision making, like what to do in the correct times. If I end up getting this kill right here. In this fight right now, I'm getting shot at from behind me, and I'm getting shot at from like in front of me. But this guy right now, he's distracted, so I just short pat to him. He has his pickaxe out, and he's just PGing. Right now, I'm getting shot behind me, and this guy's just like cranking up, and he's connected by one wall, so I just break him down. If possible, you never want to PG them. You always want to try to like pressure. You want to try to, if it's like a 1v1v1, you want to try to get yourself in a position where you can hide from your opponent. Like, for example, so you can't really see my opponent right now, but for example, like imagine he was behind this tree right here. Then I want to like, if possible, I want to go towards like here in zone and let him like crank up so that like my opponent, like the tree right there, he can't see me because his build is blocking me. So his only option to like spray is this guy. And if I spray from here where that guy can't see me, and he sprays from here where I can't see him, then we're both basically 2v1ing. We're just focusing this guy, and since I'm closer up to him than that guy, I can just finish up the kill. Right now, I just end up PGing him since I really can't break all this down. To break him, I'd have to break like 5 different walls, and by that time, he'd heal up. So right now, I'm kind of like forced to PG him, this guy. This guy ends up playing really annoying, just cranks up to max height. But then I realized that this guy's just gonna easily shoot all of us down. So instead of like keep on pressuring him, I just end up going down. I realized that getting that one kill, and it's better to let him heal and then not get shot down than just risking my whole entire game for that one kill. Right now, I end up shooting him down. That guy ends up noticing, so he also drops down. I prioritize reloading my SMG. Now he dropped, so I have a really good angle on him. Now just like I told you guys before, That guy cannot see me right now. That guy's all the way there behind that tree. He cannot see me. And I cannot see him, so he's not threatened by me either. So right now we're trying to like it's basically like teaming, but like not metal. So right now we're both spraying this one guy, and I end up getting the easy kill on him. What you can learn from that fight is always you wanna position yourself in a way where the opponent can't see him, but you can see him. So you can 2v1, and since you're the closer player, you can like finish the fight quick, unless that guy uses like 10 different launch pads to get to you. She probably won't. So this last kill here, I end up noticing him in the bush. Right now, I have like a 20 HP advantage on him. Right, not that big. So instead of jumping in, I piece control him from like behind cover, like behind this one wall. Like I said, you want to be 1 to 2 boxes away. So either you want to be this far away, or better probably like all the way back here and then spray him instead of shotgun him in close range. Because if he's a good aimer, he can easily just flick me right now. But he doesn't end up doing that, and I just get the kill or get the win from that. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Make sure to like and sub if you want to see more videos like this. And if you enjoyed it and want to see more fighting guys, I have a whole playlist about it, so make sure to check that out. I also stream on twitch.tv/strikesfps. I'll be sure to have it linked in the description below if you want to support me. And finally, comment if you like these types of VOD review videos and if I should make more in the future, because I'm trying a whole another style of content in these videos, so I really would appreciate the feedback. Thank you all for watching and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.